Gugugaga? Yummy! Guga! Gugugaga! Gugugaga? Gugugugu? Gugugaga? Gagu!
Today, Gugugaga Penguin received a very strange letter. It had no stamp, no sender, just one message written in red ink. Come to my house. I have a surprise for you. Guys, that already sounded suspicious, but curiosity got the best of me. So I followed the address, and standing at the end of a lonely road was an old house, a very old house. The windows were boarded up, the garden was completely dead, and there was a strange red light glowing from inside. I should have turned around, but I didn't, and that was my biggest mistake. As soon as I stepped inside, the front door slammed shut behind me. Boom! I jumped.
Hello? Nobody answered. The house was completely silent. Then I noticed something strange. There were clocks everywhere. On the walls, on tables, even hanging from the ceiling. And every single clock showed the exact same time. 11:11. Guys, that was really creepy. I started exploring the house, and then I found dozens of photographs. Pictures of people smiling, families, visitors, travellers. But every photo had one thing in common. Nobody ever appeared twice. It was like they came once and were never seen again. Then I found a notebook. The pages were filled with names, hundreds of names. And next to every name was one word. Stayed. Guys, something was very wrong. Suddenly, an old television turned on by itself. Static filled the room. Then a woman's face appeared. It was Barra'S granny. She looked directly at me and smiled. Welcome, little penguin. I froze. Then she said something strange. I've been waiting a very long time. Wait! How does she know who I am? Then the TV went black. I kept searching for answers. Eventually, I discovered a hidden room behind a bookshelf. Inside were hundreds of clocks. Tiny clocks. Huge clocks. Broken clocks. Golden clocks. Guys, this wasn't a collection. This was an obsession. Then I found an old newspaper article and finally learned the truth. Years ago, Barra'S granny was a famous inventor. She wasn't building toys. She wasn't building robots. She was trying to build a machine that could stop time. The article explained everything. Barra'S granny believed time was stealing memories, stealing friends, stealing happiness. So she built a machine deep beneath her house, a machine powerful enough to freeze time forever. Guys, I couldn't believe it. Then I heard a loud noise. Coo! The entire house started shaking. The clocks began spinning backwards. And suddenly, Time itself started breaking. One moment, I was standing in a hallway. The next moment, I was standing in the exact same hallway.
Gugugaga, gugu, gugugaga, gugugaga, gugugugu, gugugaga, gagu. Gugugaga, gugugugu, gugugaga, gagu. Kuku, gugugaga, ka, kuku, gaga.
But everything looked brand new. The walls were fresh. The furniture looked new. It was like I had travelled into the past. Then everything changed again. Now the house looked older, dustier, broken. I was jumping through different moments in time. Guys, the machine was out of control. Then Barra'S granny appeared. She wasn't chasing me. She wasn't attacking me. She just stood there, watching. Then she finally explained everything. Once time stops, nobody will ever leave. Nobody will ever grow old. Nobody will ever disappear. Guys, she wanted to trap the entire world inside one frozen moment forever. Not because she was lonely. Not because she was evil. Because she was afraid of losing everything. Suddenly, alarms started ringing. Warning. Time collapse detected. Warning. Time collapse detected. The machine had become unstable. If it exploded, the entire house could be trapped outside of time forever. I looked at the control room. The machine was glowing bright red. And the countdown had started. 60 seconds. 59. 60. Bro, I started running. I raced through the house. Everything around me kept changing. 1 second it was the future. The next second it was the past. Clocks exploded. Walls disappeared. Rooms appeared out of nowhere. The entire house was breaking apart. Then finally, I saw sunlight. An exit. My only chance. I sprinted toward it as fast as possible and jumped. I landed outside, safe. The house stood completely still. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the windows started glowing, one by one. Every clock inside the house began ringing at the same time. Ding! 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 Then I looked at my watch. And guys, it had stopped. 11:11. The exact same time as every clock in the house. Then Barra'S granny's voice echoed from inside. Time always comes back. Wait, what? And suddenly...
Guga! Gugugaga! Gugugaga, gugugugu, gugugaga, gagu. Gugugaga, Gugugugu, Gugugaga, Gagu, Cuckoo.